Hi everybody and welcome back. This morning I watched the latest video from Julie Cuts on pouring your heart out, and it's video 1112, and I thought I've got to do it. I've got exactly the same colours and I absolutely loved it, so that's it. I prepared my paints. So I'll be doing it on a 30 by 40 centimeters canvas, which is 12 by 16 inches. I have 6 colours. I have aqua green, I've got some burnt umber, titanium white, raw umber, Syrian blue and phthalo blue. She used Payne's grey, but I wanted to use that one, so it's nearly the same thing. So all my paints are marked paints, so that's the aqua green. Okay, they are all mixed 1-to-1 with my pouring medium, which is PVA, glue and water. 60% PVA glue, 40% water. I will add some silicone to my paint, so in each cup I will put 4 drops of silicone. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my silicone. It's like a treadmill silicone that I got on Amazon, so nothing fancy, does the job. So I mixed my paint 1-to-1 my pouring medium, as I said. So I've got 60 grams of pouring medium, 60 grams of paint. All in all, I've got 720 grams of mixed paint. There is the consistency. Obviously you've got to adapt you know, your ratio 1-to-1, 1.5-to-1, 2-to-1, whatever, depending on the brand of paints that you use. They're not exactly the same, and even within the same brand, you know, certain colors will be different and be thinner or thicker than others. So I have a play. I think I added a drop of water to the white and to the, not the raw but the burnt, no, the raw umber. That's it. I have to think then. So I'm just mixing my silicone fairly well. So I'm going to do exactly the same as Julie Cuts. That is a 3 cups flip cup pour. I hope I get even half as good results. I'll be very happy. That sounds very much thinner than the others, but that will do. Okay, so I've got my cups. So I do reuse my cups, wash them, you know, try to reuse them as much as I can. So let's start layering. So I'm going to start, yes, I start with the blue. So I'm just going to do 2 layers. So I'm going to put about half of this cup as my first layer. So that's the dark blue, pretending to be Payne's grey. I do have Payne's grey, but you know, I'm already stealing her ideas, you know. I do have to make at least a tiny bit of a difference. I saw that Julie did not use all of the raw umber, so the lighter brown, because she did say sometimes it does take over. So I'm still not sure what I'm going to do. If I'm going to basically do the same or use the whole lot. And she's the queen, isn't she? The specialist. So maybe I should do what she advised. Let's go back to now the dark blue for the second and last layer. So the aqua green from Montmartre is very, very close to the turquoise, but there is a slight difference. But if really you don't want to buy 2 bottles, just go with the turquoise, you know, and you can add a bit of white to it, and you get a colour fairly close to the aqua green. Or get the aqua green and then mix some blue and green to make a turquoise. Try to experiment and mix some colours and make your own colours as well, you know. She says using colours that are straight from the bottle, but you know, yesterday I made coral. You know, there are some colours that I would not necessarily purchase unless they're special, like iridescent or whatever. But for basic colours, you know, if you want turquoise, if you want purple, try to mix it yourself. So I'm going to put a slither just for the crack of it. There we go. That'll do. And away. So, and there's the white. Okay. To hurry up before it gets too dark. I'm in my kitchen, opposite the window, so because I want you to see as much of the real colours as you can, rather than having the other headlight. You know, it does kind of change the colours, so let's try to be truthful. And here's the burnt umber. But not least, aqua green. It's like mint chip chocolate ice cream mix. Right. So I can't really save any of this paint because I've got silicone in it. So when I do my straight pours, I usually save paint to use them as flow extenders for another pour. But with the silicone, that's a bit tricky. So, okay. So let's flip this first one. 2 and number 3, and I'm going to get my second torch because the one I have is empty. It's just because I forgot to change it. It gives me time. The paint needs to run down the sides. I've got my other torch. I need to to replace the canister, my usual one. But I've got my spare one, that's good enough for now. Right, the brake test is over. It worked. Let's do this. Let's flick these babies. Right. So I'm just using what's the bottom of the cups to cover the edges. That will just help the paint flow. So let's move these out of the way. Just wait a second. I need a bit of cardboard, bear with me. Okay, so I've tidied up my stash of paint and things, and I can't find anything, so I'm very sorry I had to wait that long. But I do have a bit of cardboard that I can use. Okay, so I will need to cover or tilt over this area first. So I'm going to turn the canvas around. Okay. So I need to tilt my paint just to cover. Try not to go straight down, not just lifting this way, because obviously I need more paint on this side and on that side. So that's why we've got a bit of cardboard just to keep the paint, and we're going to go left and right, and then we're going to try to lose as little paint as possible. So that's covered on this side, so let's try to see. And I would really like to get rid of that corner, so I know there is already paint on that corner, but I just want to get rid of that. Kind of stripy colour, I don't mind this, that's fine. So I will turn it back towards me. And I will torch. I'm just wiping my hands. Okay, let's get that's the all torch, so I've got to be careful. It's not automatic like the other one. Okay. Oops! Oh, look at that! There's a bit of a mixed paint, I was about to say, on the top there. Well, that's why I didn't use that one, and I swapped to the other one. You are bad at torch. So I've got zillions of cells that I didn't really want, because now I've got to be very careful. I stretch. Okay, it'll be fine. It will be fine. Let's do this. So we will tilt the canvas, move the paint. There is a bit of a mixed paint, so hopefully that should tip over. So I don't want to go and try to plug it out, you know. Let's do this. So left and right, you are on the boat, and that's what you need to do to keep the majority of your cells in a nice round shape, and bring it back towards me, towards the middle. Right, so the size of the cells definitely increase, especially towards me. This is fine. Cannot see any overstretch. I'd love to get rid of that, but I don't know if I can. I've still got a fair amount of paint left on my canvas, so I might just try it. So I'm going to take it back to the same and go left and right, and that's it. That's just gone. And I was only able to do this because I had a lot of paint on my canvas. Okay, if you've got just a thin layer left, don't do this. You will lose your the shape of your cells, you know, the roundness, if I can put it that way. Oh, stress. I shouldn't be stressing about this. It's only paint. It should be enjoyable. But because of my torch, I've got these gazillions of cells there. I mean, I shouldn't complain, I do have cells. So that is a very good thing. That is just a bit little. I don't know if I dare kind of try to stretch those, and basically stretch it from this side up until that would mean losing those, but I've got very similar ones there. Right, let's try. You know what? It's only paint, I can redo it. Let's do this. So I'm going to try I have distorted the cells, but it's fine. This is what we experiment for. Let me just put it down, start dripping everywhere. So it's definitely move. Sorry if you can't see, I just need to try to work out very slowly. So it's no longer a nice flip cut pour in the purest of terms, but I actually like the landscape-ish effect that it has now. So it's a totally different look. So I'm just trying to work on the composition. Center a little bit there. I may want to torch a tiny bit. In the bit of negative space that I've got there. Just what there. Okay. So I'm going to try. I know I don't. I shouldn't, but we do it anyway. Okay. So please don't get too excited. So I'm talking to the torch. This one doesn't like to be shaken. Righty tighty. Okay, so not what I was hoping for. I may have to redo it, and the only reason I'm not happy is because I had this cluster of cells there. Obviously I had to distort everything else, try to stretch them open a little bit. The colours work well on these two bands there, I like that. But, you know, a little disappointed. But let me just bring you closer so you can actually see more of the details, because the cells are actually quite small on this one. So I know it's not exactly tragic, but, you know, a little disappointed. But what's worked, I mean, the colours worked well together. That looks very pretty. But that's too many cells in one area, so I had to kind of improvise. That's why I've just torched additional kind of cells. Let's just go back out, and these are the additional ones as well on the bottom right hand corner. I do like the colours of those. But it's just very busy, very messy, so I'll have to see if I keep it. I will definitely try again, the same colours and with my regular torch, not the old one, because clearly that messed the whole painting up, so bad torch. Right, thank you everybody for watching, and I will be uploading a new video very soon, so please do subscribe and hit the bell so you get a notification, and take care everybody. Bye bye.